Hello, I am coming on live just to do a quick weekly energy reading for this week of May 9th. Today is May 9th through May 15th, which is going to be the full moon lunar eclipse. So this is a big week we are coming into. There is a lot happening. I'm kind of pulling the cards that I was shown to kind of demonstrate the energy for this week. All right, so this week, very highly spiritual week. This is because we are moving into that full moon lunar eclipse of Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto energy. Pluto is like the skeletons coming out of the closet, the ghosts coming up to be seen. And so there is a lot of energy sort of that is tapping in beyond the veil. So you have this connection this week to passed on loved ones, especially your guides, angels, ancestors. There's so many ways in which this week will open up opportunities for you to have experiences, psychic experiences, channeling experiences, connections with, again, passed on loved ones, your angels, your guides, passed on friends. You know, you could have a dream about someone and that dream brings in a lot of closure and a lot of comfort. You could have an experience where you're walking and you smell your grandmother's perfume and you know that nobody's around you, but it's basically a sign from the universe saying that your grandmother's around you and she's sending you love. So there's a ton of that energy this week as we are building up to this huge full moon lunar eclipse portal. There's a lot of intuition, a lot of really important dream state information coming through. So really pay attention to your dreams. And just pay attention to your guidance just in general. If you feel like you shouldn't go a certain place or you should do something, really listen to that. Guidance is very strong this week because the veil is so thin. The other thing I was guided to share is that there could be a lot of storms. So storm, both literally and figuratively, let me explain. Emotions, because this is a Scorpio full moon and it's a lunar eclipse and it's a full lunar eclipse. So it's a full eclipse portal. Emotions are going to be running high this week. Scorpio is fixed water. So what that means is that it's like all the deeply held emotions underneath the surface. That's what's going to come up this week for review. And so it can bring in a lot of emotional storms, a lot of stormy feelings. People might be very triggered. You could be very triggered this week. So pay attention to that energy this week. This also could bring in actual physical storms. And so just be mindful that the weather could be, you know, not the greatest weather. If you are planning to take a trip or to go somewhere or do a long drive for any reason, just really check the weather reports before you get on the road or before you start to travel, because the weather could delay or cause cancellations to plans this week. This is also about the collective and just emotions running high, people being more angry, feeling more hopeless, feeling more anxiety. And so just be mindful that this energy is very strong this week. The stormy energy is very strong. But what all this emotion is doing is bringing healing to the surface. And so there is a lot of opportunities for healing, long-standing issues, long-standing situations, bringing resolution, because these full moon lunar eclipses are like the end of a cycle. Bringing resolution, bringing conclusions, bringing in a lot of healing and a lot of release. And so even though this week could be very intense when it comes to emotions, when it comes to the energy and the atmosphere, the energy in the collective. And just really make sure that you are making sure that you have your energy protection around you. Something that's very, very simple that I was guided to share. I used to use this years ago. I don't use it so much now, but I've been coming back to it lately, is whenever you are about to leave your house, whenever you are going to get into your car, you can simply say something like this: I surround myself with the white light of Christ, or I surround myself with the white light of God, or I surround myself with the white light of the universe, with unconditional love. And just imagine yourself wrapped in a bubble of unconditional love and light, and white light, pure white light. And then you'll have this bubble of energy protection wherever you go, whatever you do, whoever you're around throughout your day. And it's very, very helpful, because one of the things I was hearing was, this is a week where it's really important to stay neutral. Even though your emotions could be running high, even though the collective's emotions are running high, the more neutral you can stay, the more you'll have the inner guidance, the intuition, the psychic connection, the insight to know exactly what to do and what not to do. Again, I'm going to go back to delays and changes of plan. I had a dream last night, actually, that I was at this big place. I was getting ready to leave. I wanted to leave, but then automatically this massive storm came through. And in the dream, I said to myself, wow, I'm so glad I didn't leave when I wanted to leave, because I just got protected. And all of us who were stuck in this big building were protected from the massive storm that was happening outside. And so, again, if there are changes to plans, if there are cancellations, delays, that's all part of the Mercury retrograde energy. But what you have to understand is that everything is divinely guided. And so it will be for your highest good, and it will be for your protection, okay? The one good thing, though, I want to say about this week, even though emotions are high, even though the energy is intense, is that Pluto brings about, and full moons as well, can bring about a lot of confessions of deeply held desires, confessions of love, romantic confessions, romantic revelations. And so because it's Scorpio, it's got that very like sexual, romantic energy attached to it. And so for some of you, this could be a very eye-opening week as to, you know, giving you clarity in your situation with someone that you want to have a romantic relationship with. You might get messages from them. They might confess their heart and soul to you. This also is a great week because there's a lot of energy around revelation. And so it brings a lot of clarity in when something gets revealed and you're no longer wondering or guessing or going back and forth. So this week has that energy as well. So with that, I'm going to do some tarot from the, this actually is Rider-Waite. I'm going to use Rider-Waite. The bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So yeah, you could have some sleepless nights. It could be a week where a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear comes up for you because of this Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse that we're in. Just again, really surround yourself with white light and make sure that you're staying emotionally neutral all week, and you will really be supported. We have communication with the Eight of Wands. So again, a lot of you are going to get really positive communication coming through. Judgment just flew out. So that is rebirth. That is, you know, good decisions. Something really good. This could be also because Archangel Gabriel is the angel here for the Judgment card. Again, communications, messages, really positive messages. So you might be worried about a situation, but you're gonna get positive communication and positive message related to it. So really, really trust this week that things are moving forward, things are moving in the right direction for you. What else wants to come through? Four of Coins. So a good week to budget, watch your resources and finances. Again, we're in Mercury in retrograde starting tomorrow, so it's like something might seem like a great deal, but read the fine print. You know, it's not a good time to purchase a car or make big purchases during a Mercury in retrograde, because usually things are not what they seem. So just hold on to your resources this week. Strength card is coming out, letting you know how strong you are, letting you know that spirit has your back. You are strong, you are protected, and everything you need will come to you. You just simply have to ask and pray for it. I'm going to pull 2 more cards for this week's energy, and then I'll pull some oracle just to clarify. All right, these 2 are falling out. So 2 of Wands, new partnerships. Hi, Agni, how are you? Happy Monday. New partnerships, new connections. Really, this is like, to me, 2 of Wands is like a dynamic partnership or a very, very powerful partnership you're coming into. This could also be related to twin flame energy, so just pay attention to that. But it's like, you've got the world in your hands. You've got a lot of choices and decisions that you can make, and you're really building something beautiful with new partners or old partners. Whoever's in your life that is a partnership, there's something really building that's really, really great. It's really strong. It's really happy Monday. It's really abundant. And so this is a week where, you know, it's a good week for teamwork. It's a good week for relying on others, to connect with others. Again, for those of you who just came in, there is a positive communication, because we have the 8 of Wands and Judgment coming through this week. So if you've been waiting for communication, if you've been waiting for good news, it's coming through this week. So trust in that, all right? I'm going to pull a couple from the Quantum Oracle just to see what else wants to come through. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of the unconditional love and light. What else do you want to bring through for this week? Honoring path. So some of you, you know, Spirit's really going to show you that you're on the right path. If you have a project, if you're working on your life purpose work, you're going to have an increase this week. You could get an award. You could get an influx of money, an influx of opportunities coming in. Today, the daily card was the Ace of Wands, or rods in that deck, wands in the regular deck, but it does mean like new opportunities, new beginnings, and something really, really good. You have your higher self really guiding you this week. Keep your heart open, keep your heart pure, keep your emotions clear. But there is a lot of connection, spiritual connection this week, especially because we are coming into that full moon lunar eclipse. And many of you are entering into a beautiful new cycle. This full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio is going to end something heavy and struggle and all the things that you've been wanting to sort of clear out of your life, and help to move you forward into something really beautiful and brand new. Let me do 2 more cards. The vast universe. You really have a connection with spirit, your guides, your angels, your star ancestors. This is a week to really rely on them and call upon them for any support that you may need, or also any just answers and guidance that you may need as well. And 1 final card. This one, increase. Yes. So increase of abundance, increase of social activity, increase of love, increase of joy. We are all coming into these beautiful cycles of new beginnings that bring in a lot of increase for us. All right. And so overall, the energy of this week will be very positive, but you have to stay positive to allow the positive energy to come through, because there is a lot of heavy emotions that will be coming through this week as well. I'm going to do 1 final card from the spirit reading cards. And sorry I'm making this video kind of fast. I just have a bunch of errands I have to do before I have to go to work. All right, so let's see. Final messages for this week. Guides, higher self, Holy Spirit. What are the final messages for this week? These two flew out. Oh, beautiful. Illuminate the shadow, which this is a great week to do some shadow work, especially because we have that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. It's going to bring all the energy up to the surface anyway. It's bringing it up so that it can be healed and released. And then Ascended Masters, open communication. So you have your guides, your masters, your ancestors. Everybody is here for you this week, opening up the channels of communication. Again, the spiritual energy this week is very, very strong. The veil is very, very thin. And so really connect to your guides, because they want to help you and support you at this time. They want to help you heal and clear all the shadow energy so that you can have the increase, so that you can have the new beginning, so that you can have the life and the love and all the opportunities that you desire and deserve at this time, all right? So with that, I am going to close off this session. I'm going to come back on later on this week and I'll do a live pick a card for everybody. Sending lots of love, lots of energetic support. Have a beautiful week. Have a great Monday. Definitely a great day, because it's a moon day to connect with your intuition and really seek the guidance that wants to be known to you. Oftentimes we're looking outside, but the answers are within. So remember that, okay? Sending lots of love and support. Everyone have a beautiful day and a great week. Take care.